It's time now for the PHL 5 o'clock news for this Tuesday evening, February 10th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here on your 5 o'clock news headlines here, and our top story at 5 o'clock here is in Washington, where USAID worker Kayla Mueller, held hostage by Islamic State militants for 18 months, is dead. Her family said on Tuesday, but the circumstances were unclear, and President Barack Obama vowed to hunt down the culprits. President Obama also said that he urges Russian counterpart on Tuesday to accept the diplomatic peace plan for Ukraine that European leaders will present Wednesday in Belarus. A New York City police officer has been indicted in the shooting death of 20-year-old Akai Gurley, law enforcement sources told both NY1 and the New York Daily News on Tuesday. Washington, describing the latest measles outbreak as alarming. Dr. Margaret Hamburg, our court commissioner U.S., said Cape Canaveral, Florida. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station dispatched a SpaceX Dragon cargo ship for splashdown in the Pacific Ocean on Tuesday, while the company prepared for its next rocket launch in Florida. Malaysia's highest court on Tuesday upheld a lower court ruling and sentenced the country's opposition leader and former Deputy Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim to 5 years in prison for violating Malaysia's sodomy law. Dominic Strauss-Kahn could have been explained in a point to a dim world leader at a world summit. What I liked in swingers parties was the element of sport or play, he said. President Barack Obama misled voters about the views on same-sex marriage for his own benefit when he said in 2008 he opposed gay marriage for religious reasons, and former top aide David Axelrod says in his new book, Believer, My 40 Years in Politics. According to Jeb Bush, staffers treats inappropriate but age to remain. In Mobile, Alabama, a federal judge will hear arguments Thursday on whether to order local officials have to begin ensuring marriage licenses to same-sex couples, as some Alabama counties granted the license for the second day, but most continue to refuse. In New York, oil and gas drilling services company Alberta said Tuesday that it will be eliminating at least 5,000 jobs in response to falling oil prices. Stocks are Tuesday as Wall Street reacts to an earnings beat by Coca-Cola and rumors that the chill in negotiations between Greece and its European creditors has fallen. Apple CEO Tim Cook spoke at the Goldman Sachs Technology and Internet Conference in San Francisco on Tuesday, as its discussion was moderated by Gary D. Corner, Goldman Sachs President-in-Chief, as Apple will build $850 million solar farm. Coca-Cola Company shares rose in pre-market trading after results were released. Garbage singer Shirley Manson has slammed Kanye West for the tantrum he threw over Beck's big Grammy when calling the rapper small and petty and spoiled. Who should take over the role for Spider-Man from Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in the upcoming Spider-Man collaboration between Marvel and Sony Pictures? Rumors are swirling about who could replace Brian Williams as anchor of NBC Nightly News, but there's an effort at the highest levels of NBC Universal who can do something to save the embattled anchor. Bobby Christina and his family denies Whitney anniversary rumor. The first thing Joanna said about geoengineering is intentional modification of the climate system to counter the effects of global warming is that we should then even be having a conversation about geoengineering. A smiling face captured in deep space at the heart of a strangely shaped planet nebula. Astronomers have discovered a pair of doomed white dwarf stars that will inevitably merge and explode in a dramatic supernova. Washington, doctors are getting a new way to diagnose chronic fatigue syndrome, and influential government advisors say it's time to replace that hated name to show it's a real and debilitating disease. Take a look at stock market report. Dow 17,868.76 up 139.55. S&P 526.59 up 21.85, and Nasdaq 4787.65 up 61.63. European market stacks 10,753.83 up 9.32. FTSE 6829.12 down 8.03. CAC 404695.65 up 44.57. Asian markets Nikkei 17652.68 down 59 and a quarter. Shanghai 3141.27 up 46.15. HSI 24520.10 up 7.10. Oil 50.90 down 1.99. Brent 56.99 down $1.35, and natural gas 2.693 up 96,000 a point. In the gold 1233.40 down 8.10. Silver 60.905 down 165. Copper 2.5495 down 31,000 a point. And in the bonds there, US 10-year yield 2.0037 up 56,000 a point. German 10-year 0.368% down 2,000 a point. And Germany's 10-year yield 0.394% down 1,000 a point. And in the FX, European US dollar 1.1316 down 3,000 a point. And US dollar Japanese yen 119.43 up 200 a point. And Great Britain pound US dollar 1.5251 down 1,000 a point. And take a look at commodity reports here. First of all, in the agriculture futures here, wheat 521 and 3/4 down 8, soybean 969 down 9.5, corn 388 down 3 1/4, sugar 14.71 down 11 cents, coffee 159.40 down 8.20, cotton 62.51 up 21 cents, rough rice 10.235 down 20 cents, and cocoa 263.00 down 4. Live cattle 154 up 35 cents. Lean ox 66.10 down 65 cents, and FD cattle 202.05 down 1.575. Okay, take a look at New England Literature, New Haven, Connecticut, a working fire at 64 Shelton Avenue, firing in a 2.5-story wood frame residential structure. And in sports news, in Miami, Dwayne Wade said he won't play in Sunday's All-Star game because he would rather return from his latest injury absence in a Miami Heat uniform first. In Charlotte, North Carolina, in need of reinforcements to their injury play backcourt, the Charlotte Hornets acquired guard Morrow Williams from the Minnesota Timberwolves today as a part of the 3-player trade. The Royal and Ancient Golf Club of St. Andrews announced that Tuesday that 7 women had accepted honorary memberships to the organization, which voted last September in its all-male policy. There are coaches in NBA history with more career wins than Greg Popovich, who cracked the 1,000 mark on Monday night when the Senators first beat the Indiana Pacers. And tonight, the Boston Bruins will be at the TD Garden at 7 o'clock, taking on the Dallas Stars. Peter Challenger Simons, 5:07 here on this Tuesday evening here, and then it's time now for a travel report here. And it is commuters looking okay on my viewpoint here. And 93 on the northbound side, up in 93 northbound. So from Wilmington all the way up in the Route 125 in the north end of it due to an accident on 93 on the northbound side after you pass Route 125. So expect delays from 125 and north end over all the way down to Concord Street here. 128 on the southbound side, slow down for Burlington Switch. 128 northbound, slow up before you approach Route 93 in Redden here. 95 on the southbound side, slow from 120 Kenton all the way down for the Ponson Street. Route 24 on the southbound side is backed up for Route 120 and then Randolph all the way down for Route 139 and Randolph and Stoughton. Route 3 on the northbound side, slow around Derby Street in Hingham here. And 295 on the southbound side, slow from Route 7 in Smithfield all the way down through Route 104 due to an accident on 295 southbound near Route 7 in Smithfield, so expect some delays here. 95 on the southbound side, slow from Route 126 all the way down for downtown Providence. 195 on the westbound side is backed up from Route 44 all the way down for downtown Providence. Route 146 northbound, slow from Route 146 in Lincoln all the way down for the North Smithfield here. 290 on the southbound side, slow from 190 all the way down for Route 122 in Worcester here. And accident on Route 3 Everett Turnpike on the northbound side near Route 111, so expect some delays here. But otherwise, you're having a smooth sailing community and expect traffic to be busy around the TD Garden area because the Bruins have a game, so expect some delays around the North Station area on the roads and the rails here. And speaking of the rails, okay, all MBTA rail and boat services will remain suspended on Tuesday, February 10th. On Wednesday, February 11th, MBTA rail service will resume on commuter rail, trolley, and subway lines. So, all MBTA rail and boat services will remain suspended on Tuesday. on Wednesday. MBTA rail service will resume on commuter rail, trolley, and subway lines here. Peter Chill News Time, 5:10, 10:30. Weather reporter, our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 5 o'clock. 30 degrees on temperature with overcast skies, humidity 75%. Wind speed variable about 7 miles per barometer, 3.0 at 6 inches, due about 23 degrees, and visibility up 10 miles, and wind chill about 23 degrees here. And take a look at our current conditions around the region here. It's 33 in Fitchburg, 30 in Bedford and in Boston and Beverly, 20 in Gloucester, 30 in Worcester, 33 in Sturbridge, 31 in Webster and Milford. It's 32 in Norwood, 31 in Taunton, 29 in Bedford. It's 32 in Plymouth and in Falmouth, 33 in Chatham, 34 in Provincetown, 32 in Martha's Vineyard, 37 in Nantucket. It's 30 in Blocktown, 36 in Westerly, 30 in Providence and in Smithfield, 39 in New York City, 37 in Islip, 36 in Long Island Sound. It's 36 in Montauk, 33 in Long Island. It's 36 out in Bridgeport. It's 33 out in New Haven. It's 36 in Danbury, Connecticut, 34 in Waterbury, 33 in Meriden, 34 in Hartford, Connecticut, 33 in Winslow, Connecticut. It's 34 in Springfield and in Athol, Massachusetts, 36 in Amherst, 37 in Greenfield. It's 32 in Pittsfield, 29 in North Adams. It's 20 in Albany, 25 in Saratoga Springs, 19 in Rutland, Vermont. It's 20 in Bennington, 34 in Brentford, Vermont. It's 29 in Lebanon, New Hampshire. It's 34 in Keenan, Jefferson, New Hampshire. It's 30 in Laconia, New Hampshire. It's 35 in Concord, New Hampshire. It's 34 in Manchester, New Hampshire. 31 in Nashville, New Hampshire. 20 in Pottsville, New Hampshire. 29 up in Portland, Maine. Near. Okay, take a look at a service map here. It shows the station front British Columbia merged with a cold front from southern British Columbia stretching in northeastern Washington down for Northern Ireland down for Montana. Merged with a station front from North Dakota down for Minnesota down for Wisconsin here. A cold front from southern Nevada stretching down for southern Utah, Colorado. Merging with a pink front from Kansas stretching to the east and Nebraska down for South Dakota. And a warm front from southwestern Kansas down for western Oklahoma and down for central Texas here. And got a cold front from Gulf of Mexico stretching down for southern Florida and stretching up the Carolina coastline and the station front off the Carolinas, then merging with a cold front off the North Carolina coastline out to sea. Another cold front off the sea with a low pressure stretching in east of the Dominican Republic and west of Puerto Rico here. And low pressure in the Caribbean and low pressure off the Carolinas there. And get a front of eye from western Arizona down for the Gulf of California and a front of eye down for the California coastline there. A front of eye from western Nebraska down for western South Dakota. And another front of eye down for Washington State with a low pressure in northeastern Washington State. And a front of eye down for Saskatchewan down for northwestern North Dakota. And front of eye from South Dakota down for western Nebraska here. And high pressure in northeastern Ontario, central Ontario, southern Colorado, and north central portions of Arizona, and south central portions of Oregon here, while low pressure in west central Texas and the Dakotas, and high pressure up the southeastern coast of Texas here. 25 degrees, that temperature around in Detroit, 33 in Pittsburgh, it's 40 out in Washington, D.C., 53 in Atlanta, 75 in Miami, 80 in Brownsville, 70 in Dallas, Texas, it's 46 out in Kansas City, 36 in Omaha, Nebraska, 32 in Chicago, 25 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 29 in Great Falls, Montana, 53 in Seattle, 59 in San Francisco, 70 in Los Angeles, it's 71 in Las Vegas, it's 39 in Phoenix, 63 out in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 56 in Denver, and it's 49 out in Salt Lake City, Utah here. As we take a look at our scenery, it is a beautiful sun set over Norton here. As we take a look at our radar situation here around the country, shows a lot of rain showers off the North Carolina coastline and northeast and South Carolina coastline with some few heavy showers off the southeast and North Carolina coastline here, and some snow showers in eastern Nova Scotia down for the southeastern portions of Newfoundland, and some snow showers in east central portions of Newfoundland there. Some snow showers over western Wisconsin down for eastern Minnesota down for the southwestern Ontario down for south central portions of Manitoba, some snow showers in central portions of North Dakota, and snow showers in northeastern portions of South Dakota. Some rain showers in the north central and west central portions of Nebraska, stretching in for Wyoming and for south central portions of Montana. Some snow showers in the northwestern portions of Montana. Some rain showers in the eastern and west central portions of Colorado. Some spotty rain showers in northwestern Oregon and up in the west central portions of Washington State, for southwestern portions of British Columbia, and some rain showers off the east coast of Florida here, and southeastern and east central portions of Georgia here. None of clouds covering much of it. The Midland states around the Carolinas here, and up at the sea, and covering much of up the Atlantic seaboard, and covering much of Canadian Maritimes. A lot of clouds covering much of the Great Plains. A lot of clouds from northwestern California, northwestern Nevada, up in Oregon, Washington State, down to British Columbia, and Apache clouds from western Colorado and Utah, coming to much of the northern plain states and the northern Rockies, and coming to much of the Canadian Rockies from western British Columbia, stretching in through Manitoba and up in Ontario. Here, okay, take a look at forecast discussion around the region here. It shows temperatures will be 10 to 20 degrees below average over the upper Midwest, and snow for parts of the upper Great Lakes to the lower Great Lakes and the northern Appalachians here, and a strong front extending from the upper Mississippi Valley to the Southern High Plains will move eastward just east of the Appalachians and southward to the Gulf of Mexico by Thursday, and the system will produce light snow over the parts of the upper Mississippi Valley, upper Great Lakes that will move to the lower Great Lakes by Wednesday evening, while expanding to the Central Appalachians and Ohio Valley northeast by Thursday morning. In the wake of the storm, lake effect snow will develop downwind from the Great Lakes on Wednesday evening into Thursday. Additionally, cold high pressure over the west central Canada will sink southeastward to the northern plains and upper Mississippi Valley by Thursday. Circulation along and around the high pressure area will aid in producing upslope flow over parts of the northern and central Rockies that will produce light snow and lower elevation rain over parts of the area on Tuesday evening that will move southward to the central southern Rockies by Wednesday morning, and by Wednesday evening the upslope flow will aid in producing light rain over parts of the southern Rockies and southern high plains that will move southward to the lower Rio Grande Valley by Thursday morning here. And elsewhere, deep and low off the southeast coast will move northeastward out over the western Atlantic by Thursday, and light rain along parts of the mid-Atlantic and southeast coast will end later Tuesday night. In addition, upper level energy with weak onshore flow will produce light rain along the parts of the Washington State coast by Thursday morning here. And Synopsis says cold and dry conditions tonight and Wednesday. However, some ocean effect storm will affect southeast coastal Massachusetts Wednesday and Wednesday night. A winter storm will at least reach southeast New England late Thursday into early Friday. A more significant winter storm is possible late Saturday into Sunday, but details uncertain and well below normal temperatures prevail throughout the majority of the forecast and near term. Clouds are breaking up across portions of the south of New England away from the coast, but low clouds continue across southeast coastal Massachusetts and Cape May Islands here. And persistent northeast flow will continue tonight. Models are in good agreement that shallow, low-level moisture will expand inland across the coastal plains tonight, with low clouds likely overspreading much of eastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island, while mostly clear skies expected in western Massachusetts and northern Connecticut. Very late tonight, some ocean effect light snow or flurries may develop across southeast coastal Massachusetts, and minimum temperature to drop down in the single numbers to perhaps near zero in the north central and western Massachusetts, where lighter winds and less cloud. Covered temperature to be in the teens in eastern New England with 20s over the southeast coastal Massachusetts and Cape May Islands. It'll be windy southeast coastal New England with gusty northeast winds of 30 to 40 miles per hour. Strongest Cape and the Islands there. Okay, let's take a look at weather notes here. Some slow road improvements. A roof clearing essential. Watch out for falling ice and snow and Boston and Worcester snow. We have 14, 20, 30 day period here for the Boston February snow 3rd and hail snowfall for the winter 9th, and Worcester the other way around here. February snow 3rd, snowiest February, and annual snowfall about this winter 9th overall here. And my lucid type flakes tomorrow along the south shore, and might take on Thursday storm. A glancing shot this time at 4 p.m. Thursday and 4 p.m. Friday here. Heaviest snow and wind will be Cape May Islands here, 1 to 3 inches for eastern Massachusetts and central Massachusetts and Rhode Island here. 3 to 6 inches on south shore and Cape May Islands here. And Saturdays and Sundays storm. What I'm thinking here, the GFS model glancing blow is giving us a few inches of snow. Eastern European model says events, chance of some accumulated snow, southeast Massachusetts and Cape May Islands and coastal Rhode Island and east central Connecticut here. So that's what I'm thinking about. We're going to take this one storm at a time here. Meanwhile, tonight's lows, we're going to see temperatures mainly in the teens around the eastern Massachusetts to single digits up north and around 20s around New York City here. Okay, let's take a look at our... First, we are under a... Day 1 this afternoon and tonight. Hazard weather not expected at a time. And day 2 for 7. Wednesday, Monday. Thursday into Friday, the winter storm for Thursday into Friday is looking less significant, although there'll be still the chance for varsity-level snowfalls mainly across southeast Massachusetts. Friday night into Saturday morning, Arctic and really cold wind chills are anticipated will chill. Headlines are likely needed for at least the high terrain over northern and western Massachusetts. And Saturday and Sunday, there'll be a moderate risk for another winter storm. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. For tonight, most of Glasgow will low around 17 degrees, north for about 8 to 10 miles per size, 23 miles per hour. For Wednesday, chance of snow mainly after 8 a.m. Most of Glasgow high around 25 degrees, north for about 9 to 13 miles per size, 29 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 40%. No snow accumulation less than half an inch possible. For Wednesday, a chance of snow mainly before 2 a.m. Most of Glasgow low around 9 degrees, north for about 3 to 7 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. No snow accumulation less than half an inch possible. For Thursday, snow likely after 4 p.m. Glasgow around 27 degrees. Light and variable wind. Chance of precipitation is 60%. No snow accumulation less than half inch to 1 inch possible. For that, snow mainly before midnight. Around 12 degrees. Calm wind becoming northwest around 5 to 9 miles per hour in the evening. Chance of precipitation is 8%. Friday, a slight chance of snow before 11 a.m. Mostly sun sky high about 21 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 20%. Friday night, Park Glasgow low about 1 below. And for Saturday, chance of snow showers, Park Glasgow to Glasgow high about 20 low about 7 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 40%. And for Sunday, chance of snow, Park Glasgow high about 18 low about 1 below. Chance of precipitation is 40%. For Monday, most of the sun sky high about 20 low about 3 degrees. And for Tuesday, Park sun sky high about 27 degrees. Peter's weather phrase of the evening: a cloudy day and tap and a nuisance snow tomorrow. P was the have a good evening with a goodbye day. I'll see you for an 11 o'clock report. Have a good evening.